As the NBA offseason heats up, the trade rumor mill is swirling with speculation about what the Boston Celtics might do to bolster their roster, or shake things up entirely. In one eye-popping proposal, a Bleacher Report analyst has suggested that Boston could deal Kristaps Porzingis to the Brooklyn Nets in a bold three-team trade involving the Dallas Mavericks. This trade not only has the potential to reshape the immediate future for three franchises, but it could also be a strategic move for each team looking to balance short-term goals with long-term vision. Let's break down this high-stakes deal and what it could mean for the Celtics, the Nets, and the Mavericks as they look toward the 2025-26 NBA season, a financial juggernaut in need of flexibility. The Celtics are currently sitting atop the NBA payroll ladder with the highest expected salary cap next season. While that's an enviable position for most franchises, it also presents a problem. How can the team continue to contend for titles while navigating financial constraints? Enter Eric Pincus of Bleacher Report, who has proposed a daring trade to alleviate some of Boston's cap pressure and diversify its roster. Pincus suggests a trade that sends Porzingis, Xavier Tillman Sr., and Neemias Queta to Brooklyn, while Jrue Holiday heads to Dallas. On paper, it's a win-win-win scenario, one that addresses the immediate needs of all three teams involved. The Mavericks, who are in win-now mode after missing out on the playoffs, add a proven scorer and playmaker in Holiday to pair with their franchise star, Luka Dončić. The Nets, deep in the midst of a rebuild, acquire valuable assets in the form of Porzingis and the two role players, allowing them to invest further in the future while keeping their cap space flexible. Meanwhile, the Celtics, who fell short of their championship aspirations in 2025, reap the financial and roster-building benefits of this deal, which would help them maintain flexibility while still competing at a high level. The Porzingis factor: health, stats, and the uncertain future. Kristaps Porzingis was a major acquisition for the Celtics, arriving in Boston with high expectations as a versatile scoring big man who could stretch the floor and provide the team with a legitimate third option behind Jayson Tatum and Jaylen Brown. In the 2024-25 regular season, the Latvian Giant averaged 19.5 points, 6.8 rebounds, and 2.1 assists, numbers that solidified his place as a crucial part of Boston's core. However, his postseason was marred by an untimely illness that affected his performance on the court. Struggling with an unknown health issue that left him breathless at times, Porzingis was not the dynamic player Boston had hoped for in their playoff run. Though he contributed 7.7 points and 4.6 rebounds per game in the 2025 playoffs, it was clear that something was off. Ultimately, the Celtics were eliminated by the New York Knicks in the second round of the playoffs, a bitter pill after their title-winning run the previous season. The looming specter of Jayson Tatum's torn Achilles tendon, which will likely sideline him for all of next season, only adds to the uncertainty. Porzingis, who is slated to make $30.7 million in the final year of his contract, might no longer fit the Celtics' long-term plans, especially if they're forced to regroup without their star forward. The Nets, a rebuilding team with room to maneuver. For the Brooklyn Nets, this trade could be a game-changer. The team is still licking its wounds after the departure of Kevin Durant and Kyrie Irving, and a 26-56 record in 2025 reflected the tough reality of their rebuilding process. However, the Nets do have the 8th overall pick in the 2025 NBA Draft, providing them with an opportunity to add even more young talent to an already promising group. Adding Porzingis to their roster could give them a potent scorer and a player with serious star potential if he can stay healthy. While the Nets are not in a position to compete for a championship just yet, acquiring a proven all-star like Porzingis, along with solid role players like Tillman and Queta, would give them the pieces to build for the future. Anthony Slater of The Athletic recently reported that the Nets are exploring ways to leverage their significant cap space this offseason. A trade like this would not only accelerate their rebuild, but also give them the flexibility to pursue other roster improvements. With a plethora of assets at their disposal and a commitment to developing their young talent, this could be a perfect scenario for Brooklyn to take a step forward. The Mavericks. Reinforcements for Luka Dončić's championship push for the Dallas Mavericks. The acquisition of Jrue Holiday in this three-team deal could be the catalyst they need to return to contention. After a disappointing season that saw them miss the playoffs, Dallas is in win-now mode, and Holiday's addition would provide them with a seasoned veteran